Yo, what's up, NHL fans around the world? How's it going, everyone? I mean, training camp is coming up real fast, and I guess the rookies are reporting for their training camps across the league. I know in my neck of the woods are having a few big tournament games up in Penticton this weekend for the young guys, for the rookies. So it should be interesting. The likes of Tyler Hall are probably going to be at this one. Some of San Jose's big-time prospects, LA Kings big-time prospects are supposed to be playing Vancouver Canucks. So it should be interesting. I mean, if you're in Penticton, you're going to enjoy it. This is when you bring in people from around the league, from around the North America, comes down and watches their prospects play and get to watch some of their favorite players of the future. So it should be interesting. Let me tell you, it's always interesting. When it comes to the NHL, it's always interesting, folks. And it's not going to get any better. It's going to get real good. Hockey's back, folks. It's been a while. You know, it's been quite a while. There's no doubt in my mind. It's been a while. For September 9th, 2010, folks, this is the one and only Mark Spencer once again breaking you some news for another edition of NHL Trade Rumors. So I'm back again, everybody, and it's just good to be back. And I got some news from thehockeybuzz.com. According to Hockey Buzz, the legend Eklund. Okay, here's what he has to say. First off, Happy New Year for all of those readers out there who are Jewish and maybe in a fantastic. Oh yeah. Oh, for all my Jewish friends out there, just want to say, what is it again? I know it's a special day today, but I just want to say, let's have a good one. Congratulations. Just give thanks, to all you people. I mean, it's been a tough years for you people, and it's been tough years for my people, and all over the world. The world's coming to a crisis, I know, but and if you people unite, I think you'll be just fine. The Jewish people, they're some of the smartest people in the world. They know how to save their money, and that's how you survive. You must save, buy your gold, buy your silver, and you'll be strong like them. Because in the world, they lead the world in politics, movies, TV. They have so much control over everything. But in the end, we're the ones in control, me and you, as a human being. So don't forget, they're part of the human family, and it's one of their big days in the world. So let's just give them thanks and wish them the best. Okay, folks, so here's the news for today. According to Mr. Eklund, sources tell me that the Flyers were in on Niemi, so anti-Niemi. I mean, if you look at the Philadelphia Flyers, I don't think they have too much confidence in their goaltending tandem of, Ray Emery, Michael Lehtinen, and Brian Boucher. I mean, they got 3 goalies, so I don't know what's up with the Philadelphia Flyers. I mean, they played such a great Stanley Cup this past season with Chicago. Niemi played good. So did Lehtinen. They did let in some big-time goals. Don't get me wrong, okay, folks? But in the end, they played good. I think both teams showed what they're all about. I mean, sometimes some games are not going to go the way you feel it should go. It's just the name of the game. You got to play, right? So, says here that the Flyers were in on Niemi. He was a free agent, don't forget, recently. But the Flyers were kind of tied up with cash in terms of salary cap space and stuff. So I took a look at their cap hit. They're around $59.3 million. They need to cut some payroll. I think some guys are going to go to the minors. That's why they got rid of Simon Gagne. They sent him to the Tampa Bay Lightning because of the salary cap. So, I mean, I don't know. We'll just have to see. And, Chicago, they had no choice. They had to let Niemi go because they couldn't do what the arbitrator wanted to give him the $2.25 million. They had to walk away from it. It kind of sucks. They had to because, man, Niemi did so much for that team last year. I mean, if it wasn't for Niemi, they wouldn't have got to the Stanley Cup final. It's as simple as that. In the end, it comes down to goaltending. I mean, he didn't have the greatest Stanley Cup final, but in the end, just look at Ed Belford. You look at the likes of Jeff Hackett have played amazing playoffs and got to the Stanley Cup final, and to know their team just walks away from them, it's just not right. It's like going on a date and the girl doesn't give you a call back to know what time you have to go pick her up. And that's what the Chicago Blackhawks did. They basically ditched them or dumped them. It's what it is. It is what it is, right? So, the way I look at it, y'all, I mean, you never know. I mean, that's just the name of the game. It's a business. It's a tough business. And I got some PA news that it looks like Donald Fear is going to be a consultant for the National Hockey League, the former MLB leader of the Players Union at one time. Now he is a consultant for the NHLPA. So it's just a matter of time before I think he's going to be the leader of the NHLPA. So Gary Bettman, get your act together, because if you don't start negotiating right on the next CBA, I predict there could be another lockout, but it won't be as long as the one we had recently. Maybe it might be for a couple weeks before the season. That's what I predict in 2012. So we'll see what happens. That's in the future. It's up to me. It's up to the players. It's up to the owners, especially the players. It's up to them. So we'll see. I mean, some teams are losing money big time. Some teams need to really move. You look at the Phoenix Coyote situation. I was reading a report on it from ESPN, Scott Burnside, and they say, man, it's pretty bad in Phoenix. And with the ownership situation, you look at Ice Edge Holdings, they say they have no money to buy the team. It's amazing. And I can't believe that Phoenix City Council rejected the deal that Jerry Reinsdorf would have bought the team for, and they completely got him out of the process. So, I mean, the owner of the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Bulls would have got himself a hockey team, but I mean, that's what happens. I mean, sometimes it's going to go the way you think it should go, but it just didn't go there. Okay, here's this wacky rumor from the Hockey Buzz. It has the Leafs and it has the Devils. Okay, here's the rumor. Okay, man, I was checking this out last night, and it didn't really make any sense, really. But here it is. Okay, this is the deal from last night. Pretty much, it was Jamie Langenbrunner and Brian Rolston going to the Toronto Maple Leafs for Thomas Cabaret and I think it was a third-round pick. And the Devils would be sending their first-round pick for 2011, their second-round pick in 2012. So, in the end, it's like a bunch of picks, Caberlet, Langenbrunner, and Rolston. So, it could still happen. Right now, I'm hearing, as we speak, they're actually in negotiations. So, this deal can materialize in the next 2 weeks before the start of the season, because you look at the New Jersey Devils, they just recently signed Kovalchuk to the 15-year, $100 million deal. The league approved it, so now they need to dump salary. So the names I'm hearing they're trying to get rid of is Bryce Salvador. I hear San Jose's going to maybe get him, because they need a defenseman bad, right? Don't forget Rod Blake retired in the offseason, so this would be interesting. If Bryce Salvador to San Jose, that's what I'm hearing. That could happen. And another rumor, Dana Zubris, it's been all over the news, TSN, Sportsnet.ca, ESPN.com, and NHL.com, that Dana Zubris could be on his way too. And the likelihood of him going to Washington is a good possibility. I wouldn't rule out the Buffalo Sabres, the Montreal Canadiens. They always need a big right winger. It could play center too. I mean, Zubris at one time was a highly touted draft pick from Russia and never really lived up to the expectations. He's banked in some big bucks and some deals in recent years from the New Jersey Devils and, a few other teams he's played for in his career. He was drafted by the Philadelphia Flyers, and he's never really lived up to the production that he was supposed to do. He was supposed to be a 40-goal scorer. He's really become more of a 20-goal goal scorer, can't really stay healthy, always injured, but he's a big guy. He knows how to score goals, got soft hands, he can deliver some good assists. He's about a 60, 50-point guy now in his career. He's getting close to his 30s, so, I mean, Zubris is still a talented player as far as I'm concerned. But, hey, if they trade him, I won't be surprised. That would be interesting, real interesting. What I'm hearing right now on Mark Savard, it looks like the Bruins, they're in conversations with some other teams about Savard, but I heard a report that Chiarelli said he's happy to keep Mark Savard, and the league didn't void his contract. So we'll see what happens. I still say Calgary. I mean, that's all I'm hearing right now. Calgary wants Mark Savard, but they won't come out and say it, but it's Calgary. So watch for Calgary in the next 2 to 3 weeks before the season starts. That might end up with Mark Savard. And the name going back is maybe Rogier or one of their other defensemen on their blue line. So that's all the news I got, folks. Thanks for watching. This is Mark Spencer for NHL Trade Rumors for September 9th, 2010. Bye-bye. We'll see you next time. See ya.